Leave the leaves where they belong. I was in the garden the other day sweeping up leaves when a thought made me pause. They're called leaves and they leave. Yeah. They fall from the tree, not because something's wrong, but because it's their time. And then they return to the earth. They slowly break down, feeding the very roots that once gave them life. I thought, there's something complete about that. Kind of wise. Then it made me think about empaths for some reason. That's those of us who feel life so deeply. Those of us who struggle to remember where we end and others begin. We can move through life gathering up what others shed. Their sadness, their confusion, their pain. We're trying to help, trying to tidy the mess, and we're forgetting that the mess is part of the growth. Nature doesn't ask us to be cleaners. It asks us to trust the cycle. Empathy exists on a spectrum. And some of us feel so strongly, it's almost like their emotions become our own. And then, what's more, we often mistake empathy for responsibility. We believe it's our job to fix it, to carry it away. But that's not what empathy really is. Empathy is simply the ability to feel, to connect, to understand. Kindness is where the real power lies. Kindness lets us act in ways that support others without taking on their weight. To stand beside someone, hold space, offer care, but not absorb everything that falls. To let them feel it fully, to honour their own process. When someone is shedding emotion, it's meant to move, to fall, to rest where it lands with them for the nourishment of their growth. If we scoop it up, try to take it away, we interrupt that process. And before long, we're the ones who feel heavy, carrying what was never ours. We become overwhelmed, drained, lost in emotions that don't belong to us. Our role is not to be the clean-up crew, but the gardener, to hold space, not wait, to trust that each person's inner world knows how to renew itself. To act with kindness is to be present without taking responsibility for what isn't ours. Empathy is a gift, but only when we honour its boundaries. When we see this clearly, we understand that our compassion is strongest when it doesn't consume us. We recognise that we can feel deeply without taking the burden home. So, when you feel that urge to carry someone else's pain, pause. Imagine the forest floor as a mirror for the feelings they have shed. See the leaves, their emotions, lying there, slowly turning into nourishment. However, Please don't pick them up. Just be present and trust their natural process. Offer kindness quietly without carrying the weight. The kindest thing we can do is to leave the leaves where they belong, allowing them to feed the very source of their existence.